My dad ate dinner with us every night for 3 years and never noticed my plate was always empty. My mom had a hobby, and that hobby was starving me. Not my perfect brother who could do no wrong, just me, the eldest daughter who took up too much space, and no one was there to stop her. You see, my dad worked 16-hour shifts. He left before sunrise and came home just in time for dinner. That 1 hour at the table was the only time he saw us, and my mom knew exactly how to use it. Every morning after he left, she'd make me step on a weighing scale. If the number wasn't low enough, I didn't eat that day. Simple as that. My brother would get pancakes, cereal, normal kid stuff. I'd get 2 celery sticks and a rice cake, and when I begged her to stop, she'd tilt her head and say, "Okay, then I guess your brother will be skipping meals too." I never asked again. By the time dad got home from work every day, she had the whole performance ready. She'd pile food on my plate right in front of him, making this big show of being a good mother. But the thing was, she'd already fed me my celery sticks hours ago. I wasn't even allowed to eat from the plate of food she put in front of me. She trained me to push the food around with my fork while everyone else ate without actually putting anything in my mouth. And dad was too tired to notice that I was starving. And I never told him directly, but I tried to give signs. One night I said, "Dad, I'm really hungry." Before he could even respond, Mom jumped in with, "She already had a big snack after school. She's just being dramatic." Same as when I was her age. Her smile was so believable I didn't even blame him for falling for it. By winter, things were falling apart in ways even Mom couldn't hide. I remember standing in the bathroom one morning, watching clumps of my hair fall into the sink. I just stared at it. I didn't even feel scared anymore. I felt empty. A week later, I fainted in the middle of gym class. The school called my mom, and she told them I'd been fighting a stomach bug. They believed her instantly. That's when something inside me broke. I stopped fighting, and I started to believe everything she said, that I shouldn't eat. It was like that one quote from BoJack Horseman. If you tell someone something enough times, they'll eventually internalize it and believe it. So one night at dinner, I looked right at her and said, "You're right, Mom. I'm too fat for food. I shouldn't eat." Her face went pale, not with guilt, with fear, because she finally understood. If I died from starvation, she'd go to prison. And to make matters worse for her, as soon I stopped eating, Dad started paying more attention. He'd say things like, "I haven't seen Lauren eat in 3 days." But Mom always had an answer. She always had an excuse about my hormone changes or my period affecting my appetite. I thought I was going to die in that house. I really did. But then my aunt's wedding happened. I was a flower girl, but my body was so weak that at the dress fitting, I could barely stand. My aunt's friends kept whispering and looking at me. I knew they were thinking I probably had an ED, but nobody said anything. When it came time to walk down the aisle, I could barely move. And on the way up, my dress rode up to show my legs that looked like chicken bones. Someone gasped when I collapsed to the floor, unable to move. "Oh!" Dad's voice cut through everything. He was standing, finally seeing what the baggy clothes had hidden. Mom rushed to the aisle like she'd been shot from a cannon. "Eat something," she was screaming, trying to force it into my mouth in front of 100 family members. "But Mom," I said into the microphone, calm as death, "you said I'm too fat. Remember? Every morning when you weigh me?" Dad's entire face stretched as everything clicked at once. I collapsed right there in front of everyone. Aunts, uncles, cousins, family friends. All of them saw me hit the ground. I woke up in the hospital 2 days later. My mom never came to the hospital because she was arrested at the wedding, and now she's the one starving in prison. Lol.